somewhere all bright and new. I have seen no other who compares with you.
Hey you guys, I'm back, and I just want to say first and foremost a huge thank you and shout out to my cousin Chrissy Pirelli. She did a fantastic job. She rocked my shows while I was gone. I liked her little changes. I didn't like some of the stuff that was being said about you know who shall remain nameless. And yes, Chrissy, I am totally over him. In fact, I actually have made a big decision. I am not going to date anymore. Probably ever. I'm not going to become a nana or anything like that. I'm not that serious about, all that. I just don't have time for it. It's just so time consuming and worthless. So, I'm just going to enjoy the rest of my life in peace and harmony with myself. I went to a really nice place on my little mini vacay. Not just geographically, like, in my soul, my spirit. And I watched my favorite show that my cousin did while I was gone was Soul-Stirring Sunday. And part of Soul-Stirring Sunday, it's a mouthful, that she said was, you hear songs, you smell things that remind you of better days, of better things, that stir your soul. You see images like the beams of light. And I really started thinking about that. And that happens with certain people too. And you know it as soon as you meet them. And you guys go through some things together, but you are always there for each other. That's your crew. And when you meet those people, and it's like an instant connection, nothing ever takes that away. It's kind of like a soul sister type thing. Most of my people like that are women, so I call them my soul sisters. And I have my crew around me. Chrissy is my crew, my cousin Chrissy that you've met. My best friend Beverly, my crew. My former supervisor, she was the former supervisor for me and Beverly. Marion, she's my crew. And don't mess with Marion. She is from Philly and she will mess you up. She's as sweet as she can be, but do not bait the tiger. You know what I mean? And then there's Nikki Tab, who does my hair. And then there is her mom that we call Mexican Mafia Mama. I'm not joking. There's a reason we call her that. She's not actually in the Mexican Mafia. But she's eaten so much Mexican food that, and she would eat it every day if she could. Here, for instance, she is a nurse and just had a scare with the COVID-19 crap that's going on. And she was confined to her home, quarantined or whatever. And she was not feeling well. So, and she, Nikki Tab and her brothers were keeping vigil and making sure she was okay. And they couldn't get a hold of her. Well, guess what? Mexican Mafia Mama had gotten in her car and driven a county over, I think, and got her some Mexican food and some margaritas. I mean, I love milk duds, but if I'm sick, I'm keeping my butt in bed. I am not that serious about them. I might ask someone else to go get them for me. But this woman is like serious about her Mexican food and her margaritas. And that's dedication. And I would not mess with her. She and Nikki Tab are very much alike. And so I would not mess with Nikki Tab ever. She would strike fear into the meanest man alive. And she's so much like her mom, I think she gets that honest. So what's funny is that my best friend Beverly moved away several years ago, which still makes me sick to my stomach. But she and Nikki Tab's mom were working together and didn't really even realize it. Or didn't really realize the connections between all of us. It's like 6 separations from Kevin Bacon or whatever that game was that back in the day. But we are all very kindred spirits in that we like to have fun. And that's why I'm calling this special little edition, which is a late night edition, Wild Woman Wednesday. Wild Women Wednesday. So there's me, my cousin Chrissy, my friend Sophia, my friend Mary Margaret, my friend Mary Alice, and my friend Mary Maria. I never understood that name. Ugh. Her parents. But I love them all. Beverly, Mexican Mafia Mama, Nikki Tab, and Marion. What a crew. And you know, men can be wild, like Billy the Kid, and although it's just like expected, like guys are supposed to be wild. Even like when they're little bitty, girls are supposed to be all, cute and everything, and boys are supposed to be all messy and all that. Women have every right to be as wild or not as wild as they want to be. Everyone does. It doesn't mean you're not a lady. You can turn it on and off. It's a true story. I like people that are vivacious and, like to have fun and laugh and don't take life too seriously. So that's why all my crew is there. Now, they don't take crap from anyone. None of these women take crap from anyone. Beverly used to. She's come a long way. But the rest, all of us now, we are very okay with the B word and being called that. We wear it like a badge of honor. So if it gets thrown at us, we're just going to use it against you. Have fun with that. I've seen all these, games on social media with like people putting the @ sign, and then like Facebook will assign the person, like the quarantine crew, like such and such is sitting in the corner, such and such is going for a beer run. So here's my, if we were all together, all the people that I just listed were all together during a quarantine, I would feel sorry for anybody that tried to come in this house with all of us. But Beverly would be sneaking in the alcohol and making sure that it was stocked well. Mexican Mafia Mama would make sure that we all had access to margaritas, chips and salsa, and empanadas, whatever else kind of food. Okay, Nikki Tab would make sure that we all were getting our hair done, our nails done, that we all looked, suitable. Or at least not like Teen Wolf. Marion would be bossing everyone around, but she would be doing it with the best and purest of intentions, because that's what she does. She was actually the supervisor for me and Beverly at the same time. And when Beverly first met me, she thought I was the B word. And she didn't tell me that until, a little while later, years actually, because she said that I intimidated her. And that, here's what happened. One of her first tasks, I had been there longer than her, so I already knew how Marion was, and I knew what to expect from Marion. I knew Marion's bar was set this high, and that she expected everybody to get up there with her, or you're dead weight, you know what I mean? So she asked Beverly to do a bulletin board. Well, I saw the bulletin board, and I was like, that is not up to the bar. Yeah, I changed it around. I got it up to the standard that I knew it needed to be, where it needed to be, and Marion loved it. And she gave Beverly all the kudos, and I never said anything. And Beverly, of course, did not volunteer. Well, Angelina did it. but then she tells me that, you were a total bitch about that. Like, you just changed it all up. I was like, I saved your life. I saved your job. I made her like you. I made her think, you were, well, you are Stella. I just showed you what she expects from us. I just made it easier on you, but I'm the B word. But whatever. So I wore it like a badge. I'm like, okay, well, you're still around. And you and I are friends now. And we're going to take each other's secrets to the grave. Anyways, the rest is history. We're still best friends, so. Everything happens for a reason. Even the B word. People coming into your life and rearranging your bulletin board. I love you, Beverly. But yeah, so Beverly and Nikki Tab's mom worked together and didn't even realize the connection between all of us. Like, like I said, that 7 degrees of what is it? 6 degrees from Kevin Bacon. I don't even remember. Kevin Bacon. Let's dance. But anyways, so if we are all on quarantine together, so Beverly and Mexican Mafia Mom are going to be over in the corner singing, ay, 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 canta, no llores, porque cantando se alegran cielito lindo los corazones. Like they're their own mariachi band. But friends that share that common spark, let's say, that soul sisterhood, they're hard to find. And you're not going to meet one every day. Like, I have family members that meet somebody one day and they're best friends with everybody that they meet, and that's just ludicrous to me. I don't have a ton of close friends that I would share, ooh, that's some lightning, share a lot of my secrets with, but the ones I have, I would tell them anything. I do tell them everything. Like, Beverly knows all my secrets, and vice versa. And you know what? If we were all on quarantine, we would have, like, everybody would want to come to our house because it would be the most fun. And that's a wonderful thing, Like I said, we're like the Golden Girls, but, sassier and younger. Much younger. Actually, I want to have a quarantine party now with my crew. But yeah, love the people that are special to you, and hold on to your crew, because they are the special ones, and they are sent to you for purposes and as blessings from above. And we are going to celebrate a huge blessing this Sunday with Easter. Yes. So happy Resurrection Week, and I will see you guys this weekend, and we will have some Friday factoids about Easter. We're going to have some fun. We might even have an egg hunt of sorts. But this is a shout out. This whole little video here is a shout out to the wild women that I love, and that I love their spirits, and that I know would make for so much fun if we had our own real world. Real world, I don't even know what we would call it. Real world Wild Women edition. Happy Wednesday. See you guys Friday. Damn you, Chrissy Pirelli. I meant Friday. I'm not changing that. She thinks she's so smart. She's like my Angelina, changing my bulletin board. She's changing my names of stuff. I will see you guys Friday. Even you, Chrissy.